Hey guys, we are Ashley and Jamie Mills from The Handmade Home, and we are so excited to be back today with another edition of Coffee Talk.
And we are talking about one of our favorite subjects today, and that being lighting, because lighting can change a space drastically. But we want to talk about common mistakes we see people making with lighting.
Yes, it's sometimes one of the most forgotten elements when it comes to a room, but probably the most important.
It really is. It can change the way a room looks, from the bulbs to not enough lighting to how you hang stuff and all that. And we want to walk through that and talk about some of that, and of course show you some of our favorite lighting.
Yes.
One of the biggest mistakes, or really maybe even questions we see, is how high or where do I hang my light?
Yes, that is the big question when it comes to finishing up those beautiful interiors. And I always say that it's like great earrings to the perfect outfit, and you don't want to blow that look. So chandeliers in dining rooms are usually 30 to 36 inches above the table. It's just a good range. Now that's kind of a wide range, and I think that it really comes to your personal preferences and what you like, but it's a great rule of thumb to start with when you're deciding on where to hang that light. For wall sconces, we like to stick with about 5 to 5.5 feet off the finished floor, and that's really just a really great place to have it when it comes to it meeting the eye and it truly illuminating the room.
And I think, part of that too, as we move on to other ones, is keep in mind too, it's a little bit different for each house and each person as to what feels comfortable. So don't feel tied into what we're saying. This is a general range. Go plus or minus on either that, whatever kind of feels good for you.
These are just little rules of thumb that we like to stick to, and it's a great starting point for your actual project. And then pendants are always the big question above the island. Where on earth are they going to go? And we like to stick to around 30 inches above the countertop. Now, does that hold true for every space? Absolutely not. Some spaces are A-frame, some spaces are different with the layout, and you should definitely go with what works for you, but it's a great place to start.
Yeah, and my biggest question always is, in the bedroom, where do you hang them? Because someone like me nails my head on it all the time. It's too low.
It's our big family debate.
We fight about it all the time.
Because he's usually also wearing hats, so it's like horse blinders going in, and he doesn't realize he's about to hit his head on said light.
So this is true. So consider the height of your family as well too.
Consider your marriage.
Consider your marriage too, for sure.
Another common mistake that we see are lights that are too big or not big enough in a space. And it's so important to measure your light before you order it to make sure it actually fits in your space. I will literally get out a measuring tape and stand in the space to make sure that it is not either too big or too small for the space.
Yeah, and something like, if you don't like the idea of holding a measuring tape up, you could even just kind of build something real easy out of, say, like poster boards or something like that. Like build a circle of how big the light is and kind of hold it up and give you that kind of
I thought you were saying if they couldn't be bothered to hold measuring tape out, then you should build something out of wood and hang it from the ceiling. No,
not even wood, like out of poster board or cardboard, and just kind of have it there so you can kind of get a better idea if you're a visual person, because I know a lot of people need that visual to see it. But just kind of a simple hint to do that. So a third mistake we see, or a problem we see people having, is choosing the right type of rating for the light. It seems like it would be pretty obvious, but sometimes people don't realize that or think about that. And so there are lights that are rated for indoor use, for outdoor use, or indoor-outdoor use. And that's always on the description of product, and really just a simple thing to do, but a common mistake people make is just not reading about it and looking for it. Same thing with some of the other things. So make sure you're reading through the descriptions and lights and picking the appropriate light for the appropriate space for sure.
Another mistake that we see a lot when it comes to renovations are the switch placement in a room. Sometimes people don't really consider where they'll be coming in from or what they can use in combo with other switches, and it just really helps to plan that out and think about your needs for your family, what you would like to work together, and how you would like for that to work.
And making sure you have those switches as you're coming in the door too, because you don't want to have to walk across the room to switch on a light. So you want to make sure you always can get a light on in a room in any door you walk in, whether it's coming from outside or just into a bedroom or bathroom or whatever.
Another great element that we love to combine with the gorgeous decorative lighting is the candlelight. It's the most underutilized element, I think, but it adds so much to a space when it comes to clever placement and really lighting up a space and fully utilizing your lights.
Yeah, and two little things that just occurred to me that people ought to consider. One is the automatic light that comes on when you walk in a room, and then two, in closets, putting light. Tape lighting is a great thing to put in closets to add a lot of light in there, but take up zero space. So another thing that a lot of people always ask about is, well, how much light should I have in a room? And really the easiest way to think about this, because watts, I mean, are all over the place depending on what kind of bulb you have, because you've got multiple types of bulb you can buy. Think in terms of lumens. They all rate in lumens. And so you want to just say, hey, I need 15 to 20 lumens per square foot of a room. So if you have a 400 square foot room, you need 6,000 to 8,000 lumens. So for a traditional incandescent bulb, that'd be like 4 to 6 100 watt bulbs or some variation of that. So just think 15 to 20 lumens per square foot and you'll be okay with it.
Also, we've spelled out a lot of rules today, so just be sure to go with what feels good to you and what creates the best ambiance for your space. These are just great starting points for you to begin with, and from there, go with what feels right. Something that we're asked a lot and one of our very favorite sources is Kichler lighting for all things lights. We constantly receive the question, where did you get that light? And the answer is usually always Kichler lighting. We adore all their options, from under cabinet lighting to outdoor lights to landscape lighting. They have a million different options and we just adore their sources.
We do, it's a great source, and we've had a lot of fun today talking about lights and mistakes not to make and things to do. And so we look forward to seeing you next time here on Coffee Talk.
Thanks for tuning in.
Cheers.